here to Puri to see Lord Jagannath in the temple. Ei shob stan mui magai ek dhan shobe mile aj deha joyve. What is that? That is Dokin. I'm begging. I'm Dokin. I'm going south. He's saying that I'm going south on the plea of searching after Vishwarup, who was the older brother of Nimai, Mahaprabhu, before he was a sannyasi. So, on the plea of searching after Vishwarup, Mahaprabhu requested permission. Vishwarup Siddhi Prapti Jnanena Shakal Dokin Desh Udharite Karen E Chau. In the pretense, actually Mahaprabhu knew everything about Vishwarup, that he'd already been liberated. But in the pretense of searching after Vishwarup, Mahaprabhu journeyed to South India with Dokin Desh Udharite Karen E Chole for the purpose of delivering the Dokin Desh, South India. I'm going to restart this. So we'll hear about how the devotees were responding to Mahaprabhu when he made this request. And I mean, they'd all come with him from Mayapur, expecting to, like, Mahaprabhu's taken sannyas, we're also giving up everything. And wherever he goes, we're coming along. He's going to Puri, we're going to Puri. And then they're all there in Puri, and then Mahaprabhu says, you're staying here, and I'm going. So, let's hear how the devotees respond to this proposition of Mahaprabhu. And it's very instructive, explaining to us about his qualities and his mission. Very instructive. Yeah, show me. Oh, it's too big. I'll just manage with this. I wanted the longer font. Again. No, fine. You're suggesting that you go alone. How do you think it's possible for us to possibly tolerate this thought? Dokin tirtapot ami shob jani. Dokin tirtapot ami shob jani. Amar shange joy prabhu aj deha tumi. I know all the paths in Dokin Bharat, Nityananda Prabhu is saying. We hear that Nityananda Prabhu left Ekachakra and he travelled 20 years all through India. You can read everywhere he visits, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Dwarka, Jagannath Puri, and South India, Kanyakumari, Rameshwaram, Kerala, everywhere. He goes everywhere, and up and back, and it's amazing if you read it. He's going from one end of India to the other and back, how it's possible. So he knows all the paths. Dokin tirtapod ami shob jani. Amar shange jai Prabhu aj deha. If you order me, I will accompany you. Prabhu kahe. Mahaprabhu replied, Ami nartok tumi shutradhar. Ami nartok tumi shutradhar. You are the holder of the strings, and I am the dancer. Tumi jache nachao tache nartan amaje babe. In the way in which you make me dance, in that way I'm dancing. He said that, first of all, Mahaprabhu is saying, first of all, I wanted to go to Vrindavan, and you diverted me to the house of Advaita Acharya. And then you've broken my sannyas staff. Right? I wanted to go off and take sannyas and give up my home and friends, and you've diverted that, and then you broke my sannyas staff. So Jagadananda, he just wants me to enjoy comfortable life here in Puri, and if I refuse anything he offers, then he becomes angry and he fasts for 3 days. I'm supposed to, being a sannyasi, lie down on the ground and sleep and take bath 3 times a day. But I know that Mukunda cannot tolerate this, but he doesn't say anything. But seeing him in such a disturbed state of mind makes me more unhappy. So therefore you should all remain here in Nilachal, and I will tour the sacred places of pilgrimage alone. So actually Mahaprabhu, he's chastising the devotees, but actually he's glorifying their devotional qualities. And because it says here that he's talking about Damodar. Damodar is more advanced in getting the mercy of Krishna, and therefore he doesn't worry about he's not worried about etiquette. But I am on he's saying that he's actually saying that these devotees are advanced on the path of Raga Marg. He's saying they're advanced on the path. Mahaprabhu is glorifying them. That they don't care about these temporary designations of Dharma, of Varnashram Dharma. They don't care about that because they care about love and relationship with Krishna. So he's actually glorifying them in a way. But at the same time, he's on the plea of saying that I want to follow the principles of sannyas very strictly, and I can't here with all of you around me in Puri. Yeah. Loka peka nahi jiha Krishna kapi hoite. Ami loka peka kabu na pare choite. That I am more concerned about public opinion. Loka peka. But Damodar, they don't care for these things. But I am a poor sannyasi, so I am obliged to follow these social norms of a sannyasi. So Mahaprabhu, it became very intolerable to see for Mahaprabhu to see his devotees all in depressed and suffering, seeing the austerities Mahaprabhu was performing. So it was too much for him to have to see his devotees suffer in such a way. So this is his plan. So then some devotees said, no, we will accompany you, Lord. Mahaprabhu said no. And then Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu said, look, he said, I submit one petition to you. Just consider this, that you have to take your cloth and you have to take your water pot and nothing more. So your 2 hands will be engaged in chanting the holy names. So how will you be able to carry the water pot and the external cloth? The second set of cloth. Prabhupada's commenting in the purport that Mahaprabhu was chanting the japa, Krishna Nam, Japa Shada. He received the order to do Harinam Japa. He received the order to do Harinam Japa. Murga Tumi, Tumar Nahika, Vedanta Arika, Krishna Nam Japa Shada. Krishna Nam Japa Shada. Always do Krishna Nam Japa. He got that order from Mishra Puri. And then he got another order immediately thereafter, Nache Gao Bhakta Shange, Goro Shankirtan. You dance and sing, Nache Gao. Dance and sing Bhakta Shange in the association of the devotees, Goro Shankirtan, Krishna Nama Upadeshi Tarasava John, and you preach all over the universe the glories of Krishna name. So Mahaprabhu received the order to do japa, Krishna Nam Japa Shada, all the time. So he was chanting, those of you who are second initiated, we chant to 10 on the different joints in the fingers. So Mahaprabhu is chanting his Harinam japa in that way, chanting and keeping count and chanting rounds. And Prabhupada comments that this is the standard of all the followers of Mahaprabhu, that they chant in a regulated manner with japamala, Shanka Purvakanam. Prema beshe, pote, tumi hobe ocheton, eishob shamagre tomar ke kore rakhon. What about in the path when you fall down unconscious, overwhelmed with love of God? Then who will look after your belongings? Here is a well-behaved Brahmin. His name is Krishna Das. You accept him and take him along with you. This is my request to you. Sweet, huh? This is Nityananda. This is my pretty affirmative. Affirmative? This is my request to you. So it's like a double thing. Because he's saying, take the person, but he's saying also, I'm requesting you. So you can ask someone to do something. Hey, Janadeep, can you go and bring that bottle of water? Okay, you go. But if I say, hey, Janadeep, you go and bring that bottle of water, I'm requesting you. Right? It's like, whoa. It's like you've got to get the water and you've got to do what my request. It's two things. You've got to get the water and you've got to follow my request. I'm requesting you. So Nityananda Prabhu is amazing. And Maharaj's relationship, they're like people, they're like personalities. And when we go deeply into these leelas, and we can actually cultivate the behavior, how to associate with the Lord, how to associate with devotees, which is completely beyond the conditioned style of interaction that we have acquired as a result of our upbringing in various material situations. And we have to actually get rid of that. We have to actually shed that off like a snake sheds the skin. And we have to actually revive the spiritual qualities in our character and the spiritual behavioral traits, how spiritual beings interact and make requests and socialize. And we have to learn to behave like that on the level of the soul. And by going deeply into these leelas, we can actually understand that and begin to cultivate this type of behavior. If we're deeply absorbed, we have to regularly hear. Of course, that's what the Holy Dham Yatra is meant for, that we hear and then we come and we see it. We go to the places and we can see the pastimes because we've heard. Kirtanam Vishnu, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. We can remember. It's like tonight we were doing Kirtan in front of Singadwar, and so many times Mahaprabhu at that place did Kirtan. Premamai Kirtan, and tears flooding the whole street. with his associates. So we have to hear, we have to awaken that vision in the heart. And we're doing the Kirtan. So this Brahmin named Krishna Das, he will accompany you and he will, you may do whatever you like. Anything. Sannyas Dharma, lie on the ground, take bath, you do whatever you like. He will not say a word. He will just carry your garments. So Mahaprabhu agreed to this request of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And then Mahaprabhu requested of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya his permission. My older brother has taken sannyas, and with your permission I want to go to South India. And I will soon to see him, and I will soon return very happily. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya heard this, very sorrowfully he caught hold of Mahaprabhu's feet. After many births, due to some unknown pious activity, I've got your association, and now I'm losing that invaluable association. Shire Badra, Pabe Jodi Putra, More Jai. If I'm struck in the head with a thunderbolt, or Shire Bajre Pabo Jodi Putra More Jai, or if my son dies, if I'm struck on the head by a lightning bolt, or if my son dies, I can tolerate that. Taha Shahi, Toma Bicheta Shahan Na Jai, but I cannot tolerate separation from you. So I request you, I know that you are the Supreme Lord and you are independent and you will go and no one can stop you. But I humbly request you, stay a few more days in Jagannath Puri. And naturally Mahaprabhu had to concede. All right. Amazing. So he stayed 5 days at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He had his lotus feet. You're leaving, you will go, but one request, just stay a few more days. He kept him at his home. So then after receiving the permission of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to depart, Mahaprabhu then went to the temple of Lord Jagannath. And he brought Sarvabhauma along with him. And in front of Lord Jagannath, Mahaprabhu begged his permission to embark on the tour of South India. So when Mahaprabhu arrived in the city, he went immediately to the lotus feet of the deity. And when he's departing from the city, the last thing he's seeing is the lotus feet of the deity. Thus receiving the permission of Lord Jagannath in the form of a garland. Mahaprabhu prepared for his departure to South India. Bhattacharya Shange ar joto nijagon Jagannath podokin kore kore legaman. So with Bhattacharya and the other devotees who had come along with him to the temple, they all did a prodakina of Lord Jagannath. Kore kore legaman. And then Mahaprabhu departed Jagannath Puri. Well, that is the way to make your departure from the holy place. You beg the Lord for permission, and then you do parikrama, and then you depart. You can arrive in the same way. Of course, you can, those of you who are brahmacharis living in the temple, okay, you're going to arrive, you can go to the temple, Prabhupada's Murti at night time, if the temple is closed. And those in an apartment, at least I have an apartment, but in the front I have a garden. It's a garden, maybe about half this group here. It's quite a nice little garden where the camera is, about that far back. So in that garden there I have one Tulasi Mandir. Tulasi Mandir. The temple of Tulasi Rani. She is Brindarani. She's the queen of Vrindavan. She's the queen of all plants. And she's there in a throne, a temple, a little throne in the garden, marble, nice. And a Purikrama path is there. So I arrive in Mayapur, then I do Purikrama of Tulasi Rani. Actually, all of the holy places, all of the tirthas are residing in the roots of Tulasi. So your householders can cultivate Tulasi. In fact, all through Bengal, of course, every home has in the village, but we're forgetting this culture now. We're big city folks. But in the front of the home, Tulasi, and then you can do such a nice departure, because you may not be able to go to the temple and make your departure. You have to get the vehicle nowadays, Kali Yuga and everything, luggage and passengers. So you have to outside the apartment. But if you have Tulasi there, you can do nice parikrama and make very auspicious. Antim Sumongol Shubha Jatra. And then when you arrive also. So just before departing, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and the other associates, it said Jota Bhaktagan, they did parikrama, and then they're departing, they're accompanying Mahaprabhu as he's leaving. They're accompanying him. It's not that they're at home and they say, okay, thanks, nice, all the best, come back soon, back to work. No, they dropped everything and they're accompanying, they dropped everything, and Mahaprabhu is going, it's very dramatic, right? It's very momentous. Mahaprabhu he's stepping into South India for the first time to deliver all of the residents. That momentous occasion. And the greatly fortunate souls who happen to be accompanying him as he's embarking on this momentous, the beginning of the Sankirtan movement, Padayatra. He's walking and preaching. We sing the song, but actually here is where it's happening. Radha Krishna bol re shabai Shikaniya shabna diya fiche neche. Of course, there's no Gonitai, but anyway, that's Navadeep. But we'll hear some of the verses describing. There's a Navadeep. Now Mahaprabhu Sannyas. It's like the general of the army. In Navadeep, he's Navadeep Chandra. He's just a village. He's Dvijamani, the Brahmin boy, the darling cherry blossom Brahmin boy of Navadeep, dancing and doing kirtan. And then he takes sannyas. He's like the general in the army, leading against the onslaught of Maya and leading the Sankirtan movement. And these devotees are accompanying him as he's leaving. You'll find that he's an exalted devotee, and he is completely conversant in all of the transcendental mellows. Previously, I didn't understand his glories, but now I have become a devotee. I can see that even though he's a householder and engaged in the political career, he's a completely transcendental person, completely conversant in the highest levels of the transcendental science of Krishna Bhakti. So don't neglect him, and I recommend that you give him your association. Pandit ar bhakti ras dui teho sham bandalire janibe tumi tahe mahiman. Both in learning and in devotion, Pandita and Bhakti Raj. And then when you get his association, Sarvabhauma is explaining, you will understand his glories. So then, Mahaprabhu, he asked Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to bless him from the household ashram. Mahaprabhu is a sannyasi, but he's asking the blessings of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the householder. He asked Bhattacharya to bless him while he engaged in devotional service of Lord Krishna at home, so that by Sarvabhauma's mercy he would be able to return to Puri. This special incident, Prabhupada explains, shows the significance, special significance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching. He gave equal status to everyone, regardless of material considerations. His movement is thoroughly spiritual, although apparently a grihasta, a householder, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, was unlike the so-called karmis interested in sense gratification. After being initiated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada says, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, initiated, what is it? There's no mantra, there's no name, there are no beads. What is initiation? He was given the shiksha. That's his initiation. He's become a new person. He's understood, he's a Krishna Das. He can't even say the word mukti. He's initiated as a new Dvija, a second birth, initiated in Shiksha. After being initiated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Bhattacharya was perfectly situated in the spiritual order. Therefore, it was quite possible for him to offer blessings even to a sannyasi. So Mahaprabhu is leaving, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, what does he do? He faints on the ground, collapses, he faints. Mahaprabhu's going. You imagine the relationship? A great Vaishnava is leaving and you faint? How much love is that? You faint because it's just too intolerable? And how does Mahaprabhu respond to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainting? Although Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya fainted, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not take notice of him. Someone on your party and they faint, and you just ignore it, you just walk on, you don't take notice, you don't care. Amazing, he faints. Like, come on, get a doctor. I've got to leave now. I'm a little late, but can we just look after him before I... Nothing like that. He faints and Mahaprabhu just looks and carries on. Maha anubhave chitte swabhav ek hoy pushpa shama kamal kotin badramoy. This is the nature of the heart of a great personality. Sometimes it's soft like a flower, and sometimes it is as hard as a thunderbolt. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he cared for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and he raised him. And with his help, they saw Bhattacharya to his home. So Mahaprabhu, in great ecstasy, he danced and chanted for some time. And all the people gathered around him. Chodike Shoblog Bole Hari Hari Premabesh Madhya Natya Kore Gauda Hari. All around Mahaprabhu, the people were gathering and they were chanting Hari Hari. What were they chanting? Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Premavesh Madhya Nache Kore Gauda Hari. And in the midst of all this, in the midst of all of these people who are on the road who are chanting Hari Hari, Madhya Nache Kore Gauda Hari. In the midst of all that, Nache Kore Gauda Hari, Mahaprabhu is dancing. Mahaprabhu is dancing. Kanchana Sadach Deho Aruna Bashan Pulakashru Kompaseda Tahate Bunjan. The body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very beautiful, like molten gold, as he was dressed in saffron cloth. He was most beautiful for being ornamented with the ecstatic symptoms which caused his bodily hair to stand on end and tears to well up in his eyes. Dekhia log mone hoile chamatkar, jota log ashe keha nahi joy ghor. So the people were astonished to see this form of Mahaprabhu, Gauranga, beautiful golden limbs, and the saffron dhoti, as his tall figure, as he's dancing, Hari Hari, and they're doing the kirtan. So, seeing Jotolok Ashe, Kaha Keha Nahi Jai Ghor, no one could return home. No one could return home. In fact, they forgot where is their home. When they saw Mahaprabhu like that, you imagine thousands of people following, and Mahaprabhu's dancing in the middle, and they're chanting Hari Hari. What are they chanting? Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Mahaprabhu's dancing, and seeing that, people were just completely overwhelmed. They forgot where their home was. They forgot if they were married or not. And even those who were suspecting they were married, they forgot which lady was their wife. Dekhi Nityananda Prabhu kohe bhaktagan ei roop nache age hobe grame gram. Nityananda Prabhu predicted, seeing this, Nityananda Prabhu predicted that there would be dancing in every town and village. Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan Andolan ki Jai. So in the evening, Mahaprabhu was doing this Sankirtan, and all of the people who came, they participated in the kirtan, and they all became Vaishnava devotees. Prato kale snan kore kolera komon bhaktagon vidyai dilakare alingon. In the morning, Mahaprabhu would get up and he would chant this Krishna 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 Krishna. He would chant, he would dance, he would embrace the people, he would convert them to Mahabhagavats. They would travel, they would go home, they would convert everybody. It's like the whole of South India became converted to Krishna consciousness, Vaishnavism. So then Mahaprabhu came to the place of Kurukshetra. Those of you who know, who are Kurukshetra, this is nearby, I think it's nearby Rajamandri. Yeah, so more bigger place, more bigger, next big city is what? That's a small city. What's the big city? Earlier, Ramananda Roy. Oh, we haven't got to Ramananda Roy yet. Yeah, that's right. He's the next chapter. Ramananda Roy is Rajamandri. Rajamandri. Ramananda Roy is further south. Yeah. So Mahaprabhu, he's here. He's at Vishakhapatnam. Janadev preaching there, following the footsteps of the ecstasy of love of Godhead. E mate paramparai desh Vaishnav hoilo Krishna nam amrit varnyai desha bashilo. In this way, through parampara system, by disciplic succession, Mahaprabhu spread the holy name. So then he came to one village where there was a Brahmin, actually, his name was Kurma. This is at the Kurmadev temple. Kurmadev temple. He met the Brahmin, Kurma, who invited Mahaprabhu to his home, and he washed his lotus feet, and he drank the water with his family members. And then Kurma Brahman, he fed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he distributed the remnants to his family members. Jai Pada Padma Toma Brahmadhyan Kore Shai Pada Padma Shakhat Oilo Mor Gore. Those lotus feet who had meditated upon by Lord Brahma, today I have in my own home. Kripa Kore Prabhu More Joy Tomar Shange Shahite na pariduka Bishaya Tarange. Oh Mahaprabhu, I cannot tolerate anymore the Bishaya Taranga, the waves, Vishay Taranga. Taranga is waves, the Vishay. The waves of the materialistic way of life in family life. Family life. Family life, let me explain to you briefly, those of you who have not yet entered family life and are considering, let me explain to you what family life is. Family life means that you'll be talking to your wife for the next 20, 30 years about the price of vegetables and the price of surf washing powder. And that's what it comes down to. So, in order to avoid such unnecessary waste of time, with Tripyanti Neha, Prahlad Maharaj says, Tripyanti Neha, there's no actual happiness or satisfaction there. Tripyanti Neha, Kripana, Bahu Dukkha Bhajai. There is only volumes of trouble for the Kripana, for the miserly householders. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj says about it. So if you can avoid that, of course you can be Krishna conscious in that situation, and in fact there's no other way. There's no other way to deal with householder existence apart from being Krishna conscious. Then you can deal with it. But those who are not Krishna conscious, well, Prabhu more joy tomar shange. I want to join you. I want to just leave now and come along with you in the preaching. Sankirtan. And let's see what Mahaprabhu says. Of course, Mahaprabhu says, no. Don't speak like that. He says, no need for you to give up your house. Grihe babonete take, ha gauranga bole dake. Grihe babonete take. Doesn't matter. Ha gauranga bole dake. Ekdin grihe bhajana dekhe, grihe te golhoka baya, charana shidhu dekhiya ganga shuka satna singha paya. That when he saw the devotional practices in his home, Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw that his home had been transferred to Goloka Vrindavan. Ekdin grihe dekhiya bhajana dekhi, grihe te goloka bhai. So Mahaprabhu said, you stay at home and jare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. Amar agyai guru hoy tara e desh. A famous verse that Prabhupada would often quote. That Mahaprabhu is ordering everybody to become a distributor of Krishna consciousness. Jare dekha, whoever you see, tare kaha. You tell them Krishna upadesh. So how to do that? You can participate in the activities of ISKCON. You may not have the confidence to just go and preach to the people. You may be a little inhibited. So you just participate in the ISKCON activities. Today we went on the Kirtan. Well, that is ultimate preaching. Jadi Deka Tarikaha Krishna Upadesh. So many people chanting, so many people hearing. This is preaching Krishna consciousness. So you can join the Kirtan, or you can distribute the books. I heard today there was an enormous number of books distributed in our short stay in front of the Jagannath temple. So congratulations to all those glorious souls who distributed Srila Prabhupada's books at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannath Swami. And no doubt just by this significant service in the mission of the Lord, your path back home to Godhead is fully guaranteed. When I heard that there was book distribution going on and so many books are distributed, I was completely overwhelmed with appreciation. Such a wonderful thing. So Mahaprabhu, he's ordering. And then he says that if you do this, if you preach from your home or you participate in ISKCON activities, Kabuna badibe toma bishoy taranga punarapi ta e pabe mor shanga, that your materialistic lifestyle will not bewilder, it will not entangle you. Na badite, it will not entangle you. You can become a liberated soul and not suffering. But even living in the home, if you give up sense gratification and you become a devotee of the Lord, you can become a liberated soul and live in the home. You'll be not entangled and you'll be free from suffering and you'll be enjoying a spiritual life if you become a devotee at home and preach Krishna consciousness to your capacity. As Mahaprabhu is teaching here. Ei mate joy ghore, kore prabhu bikha, she ache kahe tar koreya ei shikha. Mahaprabhu didn't just say this to Kurma Brahman, he said this to every householder that he visited. Jari deka tarikaha Krishna upadesh. He's actually empowering everybody to become a guru. Because this is a Sankirtan movement, and it's all about empowerment. It's all about empowerment. It's not you. You just become a contributor, you become an assistant, you just carry on the mission, and you become empowered. And in that way, it's the parampara which is delivering, and you're the connector. And in that way, you become a guru. Not on your potency, but just upon your connection. And you deliver them by connecting them to the mission to Mahaprabhu and his process. You just connect them. How do you do that? Jari deka tarikaha Krishna upadesh. You tell them, chant Hare Krishna. Shuno shuno nitananda. Shuno haridash. Savatra amara agya koro prakash. Proti gore gore giye. Koro e bika. Bhaja Krishna, bolo Krishna, koro Krishna shikha. It is not difficult to preach. You just tell the people, worship Krishna, follow Krishna's instructions, chant Hare Krishna. And you do yourself. In this way you can become a liberated soul and live at home. Ata eva iha koilo korea bishtar e mate janibe prabhu savata vyavaha. This is how Mahaprabhu behaved in his South Indian tour. So hearing Mahaprabhu had passed through that area, there was one leper named Vasudev. And he was very much desiring to get the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He went to the house of Kurma the Brahman and he heard that Mahaprabhu had left. He fell down to the ground unconscious. In feeling his disappointment. Mahaprabhu had left, he fell unconscious. So, lamenting in this way, Mahaprabhu immediately appeared on that spot. Prabhu sparshe uduga shange kuha dure gelo ananda saite age shundar hoilo. So his body became beautiful and all of his suffering immediately was destroyed upon the embrace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his leprosy left him. So that Brahman Vasudeva, he was astonished to see this miracle performed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so he Bahu stuti kohe shuni doyamoy jiver e gun nahi tomate hoy. We cannot find such mercy like that you are showing anywhere. More deki more gonda palaye pamar hene more spasha tume satantra ishwar. The people in general, they run away when they see me, when they smell these sores on my body. And you have embraced me, you have embraced me. You are the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Brahman Vasudeva, he was wondering that having been a recipient of such mercy, I'll become proud. So what can I do? Mahaprabhu explained, Prabhu kohe, Kabu tomar na hobe abhiman, nirantra kaha tumi Krishna Krishna nam. You won't become proud if you constantly chant Krishna's name. Mahaprabhu explained. Krishna upadeshi kora jivanishthar achirate Krishna thoma kore ben angar. He said that. Also you should preach about Krishna and liberate all of the living entities, and in this way Krishna will very soon accept you as his devotee. Eta kahila prabhu pratham gamon kurma darshan vasudev vimochan. So this is the description that Kaviraj Goswami is giving of the Lord visiting the temple of Kurma Darshan, and his purifying the leper Vasudev. Shraddha Kori, E Lila, Jai Kore Sravan, Achirate Milaita Ar Chaitanya Charan. Those who faithfully hear this description of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivering the Kurma Brahman and purifying Vasudev, and beginning his preaching tour of South India and his style of preaching. Those who hear that, Achirate Miloita Ar Chaitanya Charan, in a very short time, they will surely attain the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Rupa Raghunatha Padechar Ash Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Das. In this way, Kaviraj Goswami prays at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath Das Goswamis, desiring their mercy. Sri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu South Indian Tour ki, Jagannath Swami ki. We can do some kirtan. Isn't there another one that's less? No? There's this one, okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rajama Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahima Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Janita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Janita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Srinivai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari. Hari Bol.